What's up with it, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Raider Honcho, and I'm back with a brand new video for you. Alright guys, let's get right into it. You already know the vibes. You already know what type of time I'm on. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, well damn, subscribe to the channel. Also hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, both at Raider Honcho. And don't forget to hit them likes. Now, it's 8:30 in the morning over here in New Jersey. And my complex is on some bullshit. They blowing leaves and cutting grass. And so if it's a little noisy in the background, I apologize. Please just bear with me. But the Raiders finally get on the board with a win. We finally win. Raiders! Got the dub yesterday against the Broncos, and you know how much I hate the Broncos. And look, I'm telling you right now, an issue I'm having is how many goddamn Bronco fans in the building out there in Vegas. Look, Vegas, you gotta be the home field advantage for us. Stop selling your damn tickets to the other teams, okay? But anyway, that's besides the point. Raiders get the win yesterday. Derek Carr throws for 188 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, but he found a new secret weapon. Derek Carr has a new weapon that he's added to his arsenal, or should I say that he's added back to his arsenal, because it's something he used to do a lot of back in his heyday, and that's run the football. Derek Carr has 7 carries yesterday for 40 yards, maybe even over 40 yards if I'm not mistaken, and every single yard that Derek Carr ran for yesterday was something we needed. I hope that this is something that's going to be in his bag going forward. In the press conference, he made some comments about it, and he was talking about how that since they're doubling Waller on defense, they're doubling Devontae Adams, him and McDaniels believe that Derek Carr is now our 6th skill position, and there's really no eyes on him outside of the 4 people that are rushing him up front. And if they're getting blocked and you got double teams on the left side, double teams on the right side, Derek Carr has to be able to tuck the ball and run and pick up some yards for us, and he was able to do that yesterday. He had to run for at least 2 or 3 first down yesterday, and I mean, he got us in field goal range at the end of the second quarter when he ran for a 20-yard gain. So when you really think about what Derek Carr has done yesterday, no, it's not a brilliant game by any stretch of the imagination when you talk about the passing side of it, but because he wasn't all that efficient, 21 to 34, it's not as accurate as I want Derek Carr to be. It's not as accurate as he's been in the past, but at the end of the day, I mean, we made the passes we had to make to get the job done, and he ran the ball effectively, and that's what he's going to have to do going forward, because when you think about the way the defense are playing the Raiders, if they're playing them in the sense where he can get 4 or 5 yards when he breaks the pocket and breaks contained, then that's something he has to do. And I think he said he's making a conscious effort to get that done. He even said when John Gruden was there, John Gruden would try to push him to run for 2 first downs a game. So obviously not running the ball has more to do with Derek Carr than it does with his coaches, because yes, we know that Josh McDaniels is on record saying he doesn't necessarily want Derek Carr to run the ball, but I think that's more about he doesn't want Derek Carr taking unnecessary hits. When it comes to moving the chains, that's something you got to do. Whether it's your quarterback, fullback, running back, or wide receiver, it's something you got to do as part of the game. You got to move the chains. And I think Derek Carr adding that back into his bag is only going to bode well for the Raiders and their offense, because a lot of times we are sending people downfield and they are being double teamed, they are being bracketed. So him with the ability to kind of see that, break, contain, and get 4 or 5 yards, 6, 7 yards, first downs, that could be crucial for the Raiders in converting more first downs and staying on the field longer, keeping that defense off the field, and just giving us a better chance to win. Now, if he could just do that in the red zone, we would be so much more efficient, because if you break contain in the red zone, those defenders fly up, and then you can kind of dink and dunk over the defense and get those touchdowns that we so badly need. We are desperate for touchdowns in the red zone. I mean, yesterday we didn't get a lot of touchdowns, but at the end of the day, the Denver Broncos are one of the best defenses in the NFL, and definitely one of the best red zone defenses in the NFL. So the fact that we put up 32 points, I know 6 of them coming from the defense, it was still a good game for the Raiders. I thought it was a much needed win. Obviously, you got to get the skunk smell out of there. So now the Raiders are 1-3 on the season, and you know the way the division is breaking down. I mean, we got some big games coming up. We got KC next week, so I look for the Raiders to compete obviously against the Chiefs, but if Derek Carr can run the ball effectively like he just did against the Broncos, it puts us in a way better chance. It gives us an advantage to continue to move the ball up and down the field, because it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, man. I want to know what you guys think about Derek Carr finally tucking the ball and running it. Damn, we needed to see it. He looked like a dog yesterday. I don't care what nobody says, because nobody seems to care about stats when we lose, and everybody wants to talk about stats when we win. So look, I don't care about none of that. I'm not worried about the opinion of sheep. I'm just here to tell you that Derek Carr running the ball like that is definitely going to put us in a position to be way more successful. You get down in the comments and let me know what you think. If you like the video, like the video. You like the content of the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, both at Raider Honcho. And until the next time, as always, Raider Honcho out.